Regardless of the times in which we live, the journey of the human soul remains the most important consideration in the life of the individual and should be one of the great dynamics of the life of the collective. Until the human being senses again, until he realizes that his destiny is not fulfilled in the small cycle of immediate experiences with which he is familiar. The individual today has lost his kinship with a group of values which ancient man fully appreciated and accepted. He saw himself as part of a vast, living organism. The ancient man, therefore, looking around and seeing the universe, saw it as a vast house in which there were many rooms. Man saw the universe as a vast structure of evolving life and saw himself moving through this structure. Where did man come from? Man came out of a universal state. He came from the everywhere into the here. The ancient man believed that in a remote period men lived with the gods, that men were fashioned first in a strange heavenly state, and then he started forth on his journey. And as man descended into this great ring of Saturn, according to the ancients, he received the potential of abstract mind, the power to become prudent. He did not become prudent. He merely gained the power to be. And as he descended beyond this into the sphere of Jupiter, another vestment was added over as a garment upon an undergarment. And man gained the potential power of being reasonable, the power to think things through, to philosophize, and to gain the actual attribute of judgment. Then he went still further down and he received another vestment. And this third vestment was bestowed by the spirit of Mars, and this was the vestment of courage. The individual gained the power to become brave, to stand under the struggle and stress of things, to bear pain, to have the courage to dare, added to the wisdom to be silent, which he had previously received. Then he went still further, and another luminous vestment was imposed upon him, and he was surrounded with a halo of light. He gained for himself the power of vitality, the power of energy. Energy becomes necessary to courage, and his life came from the sun. And from the sun he passed on downward still further, and he received from the guardian of the gate of Venus. He gained the mysterious power of beauty. He gained the ability to love, the strange and wonderful ability to forget self in the service of the beloved. And then he went still further downward into the mystery of things, and he came to the orbit of Mercury. And here was given to him skill and cunning, and the ability to use his hands, and to fashion and to fabricate things. And he was also given quickness. Wit was bestowed, so that he might bear the rest with patience. And then he came down into the orbit of the moon, and here imagination was bestowed. And imagination was the power that was sometime to break all the bounds and boundaries that held him, and to give him freedom and release into a larger life. And thus well covered with 7 rings, one within another, until he was burdened and loaded and heavy. He was then, according to the Greeks, caused to fall downward into darkness, into the mystery of the sphere of generation, which is the earth. And here then he was born with the 7 vestments within himself, hidden from all sight, contained within and behind this thing which we call the body, given to the soul by the stars, in order that the soul might find its way back home again.